What's good? What's good, Aries? We are doing your reading for the second half of August. Keep in mind, my readings are for sun, moon, and rising. They are general, so if it doesn't resonate with you, check out your moon or rising, whatever placement you feel is most appropriate. You can reverse the roles as well throughout the reading, if you would like. So we're going to start off with what to expect. So it's general messages, and then we're going to see what's coming through for you in regards to love. Okay. All right, Aries. Oops. All right, what do we have for Aries? What can Aries expect? Second half of August. What can Aries expect the second half of August? Two more. Three shuffles. Oh, the Temperance card wanted to show its face. So a lot of you guys, if you have been feeling out of your sorts, you may feel second half of August like things are starting to become, like, make sense. You may feel like you're entering your wave. You may be more inspired to create new things as well. I do feel like there's an energy of avoiding being stupid, okay, for the second half of August. You may feel like there's certain limitations or there's certain restrictions in regards to what you can do, potentially because of finances, okay? You seem to be really focused on coming out of a dark space financially or avoiding, you know, a lot of you guys are in a space where you're very focused on your personal well-being, your personal bank account. You may feel like you're not really doing what you want to be doing right off the bat first half of August, because it's almost like you need to deal with something before you move toward a new beginning, okay? There could be some type of financial insecurity, or there's something here that's making you feel like unsafe, okay, when it comes to your security, when it comes to your well-being. If you do have people in your personal life, you may be in a space of, you know, wanting to be a little bit more greedy because you're avoiding being put in a hole kind of thing. It's almost like you're, yeah, Three of Cups in reverse, Ace of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse. A lot of you guys are remaining very detached here towards someone that you feel just is not making the cut. They're not making the cut for you. Okay, if anything, you feel like this person adds a lot of negativity in your space. I feel like with this Ace of Swords, you may feel as though you may feel mentally like you're experiencing a major breakthrough when it comes to your focus, when it comes to being able to quickly discern who deserves your attention, who doesn't deserve your attention. And again, a lot of you guys, if there is some type of relationship or friends, whatever it may be, you may be in a space of really being a little bit more conservative when it comes to whether you choose to feed into that situation or not, okay? I do feel like you're going to become very clear in regards to a specific partnership. It doesn't have to be a relationship necessarily, but there is some type of partnership, friend group, social circle, something that you may have partaked in quite frequently in the past that you're becoming very clear on in regards to needing to disconnect, needing to separate, but maybe feeling like it's almost like you're taking the back door. You're taking the back door is what this feels like. You know, it's like a friend group. It's like you're silently kind of exiting that, like, you know, and from an analogy perspective anyways, it's not like you may actually physically be leaving, but I feel like you're taking the back door here on a situation, very focused on getting out of some type of personal hardship, whether that's health-wise or financially. Could be both. You could be recognizing how your finances are playing a major role in regards to your health. Usually when we're stressed, we're more susceptible to getting sick, right? Let's see, tell me about this Ace of Swords. I like your reading. It's very, very clear, very exciting. Look, with the Death card. Yeah, you're definitely becoming clear that you've outgrown something. You're in a space of wanting to get back in control of your own life. I do feel like you may be very focused on, changing your appearance, putting a lot of effort into your looks, maybe going back to the gym. There's a lot of effort being put into your own energy. There could be something here where you feel the need to stand your ground to certain people, certain friends, even siblings, that you may feel just bring in a lot of negative energy into your space. Just give me one more on that Five of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Swords in reverse. A lot of you guys are discovering something. You're discovering something about someone. You may feel like you're uncovering some type of crime, or you're uncovering, like maybe you're starting to recognize there's certain friends or partners that have been, stealing from you, if I'm going to be blunt, or you may be realizing that there's certain situations here that are just taking from you. And I feel like you're very focused on getting out of this place of feeling like, you're being undermined all the time, feeling like people feel as though they can just take advantage of you or whatever it may be. If this is a personal struggle, you're just applying this to your shadow, right? You're applying this info that I'm saying. It's almost like you may be recognizing on a personal level that you have kind of been putting yourself in the doghouse, with certain behaviors, spending habits, things of that nature, if you're not dealing with a specific person. But I feel like for the majority of you, it is a specific person. Okay, but if it's not, this is just you recognizing what's good for you and what's not, Three of Cups in reverse with the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, you're definitely, when it comes to certain friend groups or siblings, social dynamics, maybe things that you allowed yourself to be a part of in the past quite frequently, I feel like you're withdrawing from that, okay? Because it makes you feel, there's something depressing about it, or you're finding yourself feeling, just give me one more, with the Magician. I feel like you're kind of recognizing what's draining you of your power, and you're very focused on withdrawing from a very specific friend group, social circle, or sibling, in hopes to get back in your power here, okay? Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I also feel like you're recognizing here what situations in your life are impacting your abundance and how much abundance you're able to create for yourself. There's definitely this need on a mental level that you're going to be feeling in regards to needing to take a step back, needing to think on certain things, needing to regroup, needing to disconnect as well from, again, the party scene or certain social groups that you make yourself a part of, because you're recognizing how it's impacting your overall abundance. Maybe you're recognizing you're spending too much time doing things that aren't really bringing any value into your life, or you're recognizing that it's just certain things are costing too much money. You could also feel like there's certain connections in your life that are quite superficial. Either way, you're in a space of definitely wanting to get back into your power, but also needing to kind of regroup, figure out what the plan is long-term for you when it comes to what your life is going to be looking like, especially if you're disconnecting from, friends or family that you've been, there's a long history there. And I'm not saying you have to hate them or anything, but there's definitely this need that you're feeling that you need to kind of withdraw or not spend as much time entertaining certain people. Because you're recognizing how it's impacting your overall stability and abundance, okay? A lot of you guys are very focused as well on finding new streams of income. You may be starting to feel like if you are if you are employed currently, or if you are an entrepreneur or anything of that nature, you may be recognizing where certain things could use some work on a personal level, or or for your business, or you may be recognizing issues that you have with the current employer, whether they're not paying you enough, whatever it may be, and you may be in a space of trying to get back in your power so you can, honestly make more money or create a more stable situation for yourself. Because the reason you're in this situation to begin with, Aries, is because you're recognizing you're living paycheck to paycheck maybe, or the Five of Pentacles in reverse can be someone that feels as though they're lost a little bit, like they're holding on to very material things. It can be like spiritual, feeling broke spiritually, or feeling like you're not in connection with yourself. And and people get into that space out of fear. They don't want to go into that dark night of the soul. They don't want to start from the bottom, and you may be in a space of, recognizing you're, living paycheck to paycheck or whatever it may be. Sorry, I just lost that wave. Let's get back here. Backtrack. Okay. Yeah, okay, just give me a second. Yeah, I feel like the reason you're in this position to begin with is because you feel like this, you feel inferior to your own stability. Okay, let's just put it that way. You feel inferior to your own stability, and it doesn't make you feel secure. It doesn't make you feel in charge. It makes you feel very limited when it comes to certain paths that you're wanting to explore, and you're very focused on disconnecting. Even if you had like a habit of going out every weekend, or, you know, just, you know, talking to certain people for hours on end, whatever it may be, you're recognizing that it's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy, and you're very focused on getting back into a right frame of mind so you can also get back into your power and you use the tools available to you in the smartest way possible. Tell me about this Two of Cups in reverse. I feel like there's this desire or need to be free from something, especially, okay, with that Queen of Wands, Death, Ace of Swords. Again, a lot of you guys are going to be putting a lot of effort into your appearance or how you want to be perceived, how you want to, like, how you want to represent yourself. Two of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Swords. Yikes. Yeah, I feel, I'm not going to lie with you, Aries. I feel like the second half of August may be very mentally draining because it feels like this constant, like for those of you in a partnership, you may feel stuck in that situation for whatever reason. You may feel limited by your own reality, okay? But simultaneously, you may feel taken for granted of. You may feel like maybe you are trying to start taking control of your resources, or you're starting to try to protect yourself in some way. And this constant affirming that, or affirming or asserting control with someone that you're dealing with may cause, it may be very hard on your mentality, okay? It's like you're having a hard time coping with a situation here that you're aware is done, you're mentally done, but you may feel as though a certain partner, again, doesn't like how you're approaching a situation. What is it that they don't like? The Judgment card. They don't like that you're calling them out for some of you, or that you're seeing something clearly, because it's making them feel rejected, pushed away. It's almost like you may have a level of apathy here for someone that you're dealing with. It's almost like you're very indifferent to their, you know, them trying to communicate with you about certain things, or them calling you, or them gossiping all the time, or you're just sitting on the couch and they want to, like, it's almost like you're becoming so apathetic to someone that you're dealing with in some type of partnership here. And you may end up getting the brunt of this person's frustration because they don't like it. They don't like some type of change. They don't like, again, for those of you that feel called to make a judgment here on the situation, they don't like it. Someone is feeling left out. I also feel like there's a person you're dealing with here that compares the two of you a lot, or there's this energy of like them not seizing the rights to their life like you are. Like you're in a space of like ready to take control of your life, ready to do what's in your power to make shit happen. And your person is in a space of like feeling left out, comparing, you know, trying to hold you back, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. And you may end up just calling this person out, but you may have to really bite your tongue when it comes to how you reciprocate on that energy, just for your own mental well-being, okay? But I like it. I do feel like you're getting out of a very dark space, and you may feel like there's temporary limitations when it comes to you. What does Aries really want to move toward? The Star in reverse, okay? And the World. I honestly don't really feel like you know what you want to move toward. You're just recognizing that you're feeling drained, and you're recognizing that there's something here that needs to end in your life. A lot of you guys are moving toward finishing up current projects that you got going on. You may be looking at closing something out. But I feel like you're just moving toward being free from something here. Five of Cups. I feel like you just want to put an end to something that's draining you of your energy. There's something here that's draining you of your energy. You may feel like someone's being petty with you constantly. You may feel like there's a situation here where you constantly let yourself down, where you're constantly left feeling discouraged or disappointed, feeling like you're losing out on something. But with that World card, a lot of you guys may be wanting to travel somewhere as well. But right now, I feel like you're more so getting yourself out of this dark space. Some of you are focused on bettering your health. There's a health concern here with the Star in reverse. And you may be focused on moving toward a success when it comes to your health. I'm trying to get a little bit more on this. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to what you want to move toward, you may not really be sure. And you may be so overwhelmed and drained with current adversities and financial insecurities and whatever it may be. You may feel like there's a lack of opportunity directly right now because of maybe you're not in the right space. You're not ready. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse can sometimes be you're just not ready to have a new opportunity. You're not in alignment with it. There's certain things you need to stable out on a personal level before things start coming your way. And I feel like you're more so just focused on closing something out that is creating a lot of sadness, regret, disappointment, feeling frustrated in yourself, but also feeling frustrated with, again, it could be a health issue too. Trying to get to a more rejuvenated space here. Trying to see if there's anything else. Just give me one more on this external energy that Aries is dealing with. Two of Swords in reverse and the Lovers. So this is a very strong soulmate energy, and that's something you're going to have to acknowledge, because sometimes we give ourselves a false sense of sometimes we give ourselves this false reality that, you just want to be done with it, whatever it may be. But there may be something here that you need to acknowledge within this connection. So when you do choose to end it, or when you do choose to take a different route, you're prepared for the wall you're going to hit, because you're always going to hit a major challenge when we're separating from, partnerships or things that are no longer in alignment with us, because we're forced to address the part of ourselves that person at one point in time filled the void of. Okay, whether they filled the void of they were just around for company, you don't like being alone. There's some type of void here. And I feel like when it comes to this external energy, this is a very strong soulmate connection. They may be being quite pessimistic on you right now. They may be feeling like they don't have a choice in something that you're doing. But this is something to consider, that it is a very strong soulmate energy for you. So if you are choosing to separate or distance yourself or whatever it may be, mentally prepare yourself and acknowledge, even if you could be dealing with the most draining individual, okay, but you're still there, okay? Why are you still there? And you're going to have to ask yourself these. What are you getting from it? Even if it's the bare minimum, what are you getting from it? On a psychological level and in a material way, what are you getting from it? Because those are things that you're going to have to prepare yourself to, that's how people go back to relationships, because they wasn't prepared for that void. Even if it was something that seemed so minuscule at the time in the relationship, they wasn't prepared for that void, because they were so distracted with the shitty relationship or whatever it may be, that sometimes people are so distracted in relationships that they don't even, recognize that was a huge part of their life, that stress, that drama, whatever it may be. So when they separate from that person, they don't know what to do with themselves. It's a very weird feeling, but there may be something about this connection that you need to acknowledge, because it is a very, very strong and meaningful connection. Even if it's bringing in a lot of annoyance, there's something about it that you're getting from it. Or even if it's a personal, maybe if this is choices that you are trying to disconnect from, that you're recognizing is not good for you, you're going to have to recognize what is it that you got from eating too much junk food or spending too much money. Recognize how you felt afterwards, so you can break that emotional bond, because people become addicted to food, spending money, because it gives them some type of temporary gratification. And you need to ask yourself, is it really worth it? You know, is it really worth it? So you can separate from choices that are not good for you and only bring you some type of temporary gratification. Okay. Sorry guys, my mouth is a little bit dry. Let's get you an oracle. But yeah, you always, I always even notice that like with other people, like sometimes people break up and they're like, oh, I'm free. And yeah, you are, you have the opportunity to be free, but you also need to mentally be prepared for that void, because you could have been in the most toxic situation and you're gonna be hit with a need either to discover yourself on a deeper level, because all that time you were putting in your partner, even if it was just annoyance, that energy clash, all of that time was time that wasn't invested into yourself. And sometimes people don't know what to do with themselves when things are quiet, right? So, or maybe it's a financial thing, or I don't know, it's like you need to recognize what you're getting from even the most shittiest of relationships or whatever. Let's see. And you have to be prepared to fill that void on your own, not still expect it or expect certain things, you know, and manifest control issues. Be an oracle for Aries. We do have a peaceful resolution. Again, I feel like you're coming out of a dark place here. I feel like this is you finding and creating solutions to something that you feel is impeding on your overall stability and well-being. Okay. And it can definitely be peaceful if you remain focused on the facts, remain focused on, you know, not getting lost in misunderstandings or proving yourself or making people understand why you're doing what you're doing. You may need to be very, very assertive with certain people that you're dealing with too. Okay. Or consistent if it's a matter of personal choices. We do have yes. The strength card, for those of you that are wondering, like, is this going to end? Am I going to overcome this? If you have been dealing with a lot of fears, feeling inadequate or feeling like you don't have the strength or resources or whatever it may be to conclude something or close something out, yes, you do. You do. But you do have to take accountability for you, right? And your character and what comes along with that, even when nobody's watching, right? That's your character, who you are when nobody's watching. So your character is really essentially what manifests the life you want. It's not how we are presented on social media. It's who you are when nobody's watching, all those little choices that you make that nobody is there to hold you accountable. That's really what's going to get you the most bang for your buck type of thing. We do have get more information that wanted to come out. 9 of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. Get more information. Listen to your intuition. I don't know what that's about, to be quite honest with you. Let's see one more. Wheel of Fortune. Honestly, I feel like this has something to do with what I was talking about in regards to separating yourself from personal indulgence or codependent situations with the 9 of Cups in reverse, because the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune, you may be susceptible to overextending yourself, overexerting yourself, burning yourself out. And you may need to really either, again, get more information from the ether or get more information from certain people that you're dealing with. I feel like this is just you getting more information or learning about something that is, because this is saying that you may be susceptible to burnout, right? To wishful thinking type of energy. Okay. I'm not saying to be a buzzkill or anything to something that you desire, but you have to be real with yourself and you always have to look at the good and the bad. So you're prepared for both. Okay. So again, that could just be having an honest conversation with yourself, or if there is some type of massive change you want to make to change some type of pattern. I feel like this is just preparing yourself, because this kind of feels like someone that's like all hyped up, they're ready to go, and they get burnt out. There's still codependency issues, or there's still a lack of will to better themselves on a personal level. So they can remain separate or independent from something that they don't want anymore. Because there is something you're very decisive about in regards to needing to let it go, needing to create some type of change for yourself. Don't put any expectations. Let's just put it that way. Don't put any expectations in regards to what's to come. Only hold expectations on yourself. Okay. So when it comes to expectations, because there's something about wishful thinking, overextending yourself in the wrong directions, but never put expectations in regards to, oh, this is what's going to happen when I do this, that, and the third, when it has nothing to do with you and what's in your control. Only put expectations on yourself and forget everything else. Okay. Or you may not have enough fuel in the tank to kind of finish the journey, just to put it in perspective. Okay. Hope that made sense, but you know if you know. But moving on, you could be dealing with, we have Virgo, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. For a lot of you, that's like a lot of influence on third host, fifth host, sixth host type of energy. So it's kind of like recognizing, like, you know, your friend group, siblings, all of these things that may be impeding on your personal daily routines, regimes that are impacting your health. You may be needing to find a better work-life balance, or you may be needing to find a better balance when it comes to, you know, your personal hobbies and interests, desires for new love, you know, all of that, and kind of recognize what is impacting your day-to-day routine, specifically with that sixth host energy, and put a stop to that with Scorpio. Also recognizing, you know, I hope y'all are getting what I'm saying, because our day-to-day routine and our choices have so much to do with our health, you know, our overall well-being, our mental health, our financial health, our physical health. So there may be a need to kind of recognize where you're overindulging that is impacting on your day-to-day life. Okay. All right. What to expect? Let's get a little less serious and get some love messages for y'all. What do we have for love? What's coming through in regards to love for Aries, second half of August? Three more. What's coming through for love for Aries, second half of August? Three shuffles. I'm going to be on here in after Taurus to do all signs who's coming towards you, quickie style. So if this is a letdown, just stay tuned for that. All right. Okay, so most impactful energy when it comes to your love life, Aries, we do have the World with the King of Wands in reverse. All right, so there is definitely something here that's done. Okay, you've completed some type of cycle with someone. Look at that. There is a major change happening for you. Okay, you're open to new beginnings because you have either severed ties for someone, severed ties, made some type of final decision. There's definitely something that is done for you. A lot of you guys are very withdrawn, okay, when it comes to your love life. Hermit in reverse. It's like you're kind of withdrawn, or you're isolating yourself. You do have a water sign here, though, that wants the good. Oh, damn, you got a lot of love and support and attention coming in for you. There seems to be a water sign here that deeply respects you, admires you, wants to support you. This could be someone that is waiting on you, or they're waiting on things to change. They're waiting on some type of clarity. What are they waiting on? The Six of Cups. Okay. I feel like this person is waiting to share how they truly feel, because this is someone that wants to fix a situation with you or make plans with you, take you out. You know what I mean? This is someone that is waiting to share how they truly feel, because I don't know why they feel the need to wait. Why do they feel the need to wait? 9 of Wands in reverse. One more. Why do they feel the need to wait? Because they may feel like right now they're fighting a losing battle because you're making yourself unattainable, potentially because you are in a space where you're letting go of something from the past. This is someone that just sees you as unattainable right now for whatever reason. Maybe you're busy, maybe you're always going on about how stressed you are or how busy you are or whatever it may be. And it makes them feel like, you know, they're fighting a losing battle here. This person may have already, or they will, show some type of vulnerability to you, and they may feel like you're just not open to it just yet. How does Aries currently perceive this person? 4 of Wands in reverse. You may feel a little bit let down by whoever this is. Again, we're in the second half of August, so this may have not, people forget that it may not have happened yet. But this is someone that there could have been something that occurred between the two of you, and it kind of triggered some type of sense of hope or happiness or something of that nature. And you may feel like it never lasted long. Okay, you may feel like this person is, I don't know, give me one more on how Aries is currently perceiving this person. For some of you, you feel like this person had selfish motives because there's some type of opportunity here between the two of you that didn't last long, or it's like they opened their door to you, metaphorically speaking, and they were gone. Okay, you may feel like this person has a lot of insecurities because of some type of home situation you got going on. Maybe your living situation, home situation is a little bit chaotic. And you may feel like this person isn't open to that, or something occurred between the two of you that made you feel like they're not coming back around. You may kind of feel like this person is a little bit needy, only because maybe you said something and it kind of made them act in a totally different way. So it's almost like you may feel like this person changes up on you depending on what you say or what you don't say, and you don't like that. But I do feel like whoever this person is, Aries, there's something about it that did give you some sense of like hope or happiness, but then you feel like it was gone as soon as it started. Whoever this water sign is. When really I feel like this person is just waiting for a better time. The King of Cups is very mature. He understands. He's very intuitive. He knows more than he says or leads on. This is someone that is trying to be very mature here about addressing the situation. Okay, and I do see this person showing up, maybe... give me one more on the 6 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles. This is someone that may be seeing you do your thing. Like whatever it is that you do for work, or you're kind of going to the gym all the time. It's like, this is someone that's recognizing like you're doing your thing. And this is someone that really appreciates you. This is someone that wants to appreciate you. This is someone that wants to kind of, they're seeing you as someone that's worth the investment, or worth the time, worth the wait. And you seem to be receiving a lot of attention, or someone that is desiring to share the fact that they want to make plans with you, or fix something, or create some type of solution around an issue that maybe even you had, or there was some type of, what's the issue? The 4 of Swords, just needing time. For some of you, this person felt like you needed time, or there was a necessary disconnect between the two of you, whether they intuitively thought that, because sometimes the King of Cups can be like that, whether they intuitively thought that, or whether, you know, there has just been a straight up disconnect or no contact between the two of you. This is someone that is just giving you space right now. But they deeply admire you. They're wanting to show you their support. They're kind of watching you do your thing. This is someone that admires the shit out of you. But you may be not really the most available to it right now. And again, you may be in a space of feeling lonely, not really being aware how far you've come. But I mean, when you're going through this much change, okay, you need to give yourself grace. You need to be patient with yourself. You need to let yourself feel what you need to feel. But I do feel like you're I feel like you're fearing this person won't be back around. Because again, this kind of feels like someone that popped up in your life and they were gone. It feels new. It doesn't feel like a relationship. And I feel like you have a fear that they're not going to be coming back. Or some type of delay in communication or stop in communication made you feel nervous that things aren't going the way you had hoped. But I would just spend this time focusing on this major change you got going on, because the Ace of Swords in reverse can signify, not really thinking straight, feeling confused, not really being sure what your future holds, lacking ideas, having a hard time focusing, oppressing a lot of inner truths and frustrations, struggles. It's really important to focus on you right now when you're going through this type of energy, okay? And don't be so concerned with what's going on the external, because you may feel like you're left out of someone's life right now, or you may feel like you're forgotten about. The Hermit in reverse can sometimes feel like an outsider, okay? And there may be some type of major change that is causing a lot of necessary time to yourself and time to focus on what you got to focus on. And you may kind of feel like the outsider, or you feel like you're missing out on something you're not. This King of Cups is being very patient. And for whatever reason, I don't know if you're in the public eye or if there's things that maybe you work with this person, maybe they see you. This person feels like this is someone that's watching you do your thing, and it's like they're falling in love with you. They admire you. Okay, so if you are going through some type of major change, even if it's you just breaking old habits, whatever it may be, focus on that. Get yourself back into check. You're not missing out on anything. Okay, the universe makes no mistakes, but you are required to focus on what you need to focus on to balance your elements out. Okay, but there is love coming in here for you, but don't freak out. Don't freak out if this person hasn't responded or communicated, or they kind of stopped talking to you, is kind of what this feels like. You may feel a little bit nervous about that. Okay. I'll be on for all signs later, guys. So these are the advice cards for you in regards to your love life. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, so whatever space, like I was just saying, it's like, let there be this space. Take advantage of this time where there's not a lot going on and it's just all you. Okay, don't be so concerned with love or missing out on love. Don't be worried about that. What's meant for you will be there for you. Okay, we do have a new beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So there's a new beginning waiting for you. But right now, allow the space to happen between the two of you. Take advantage of it, Connect with yourself in a deeper way. Work on yourself. Empower yourself with achievement and conquering shit that you need to conquer. Oh, I forgot to get you one of these. Even though these, I'm not sure if I like them or not, but we're going to pull you a couple of these. I need some more love oracle decks. But give me another love card here for Aries. Keys on a ring. Many options, decisions, unconventional one-night stand, string along. I don't feel like that's this King of Cups, because this King of Cups is not a one-night stand type of fella, especially with the rest of the cards. I feel like this is something that may be tempting you. I would be wary of, being strung along with distractions. I would check out my video about getting too deep with people. I don't even remember what I titled it, but it kind of reminds me of that. It's like I would be careful with, in the meantime, amongst confusion, focus on making the right decisions. Just give me one more here. So we do have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation. I feel like this is something that you are closing out. We do have coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, a friendship. So I do feel like there's something solid coming through for you, but I feel the Ace of Swords in reverse can feel like, intense love, which brings intense hate. Okay. And you may get lost in the sauce a little bit if you don't remain focused. Okay. So take control of your thoughts, and whatever this is that you're closing out, don't get lost in the sauce. Okay. Don't. Because again, you could be going through a heartbreaking situation where you feel taken for granted of, or whatever it may be. But just know there's more supportive people, or there's a specific supportive person here that's waiting for you, wanting to take you out for coffee, wanting to talk. Okay? So I hope this helps you, Aries, and I love you, and bye.